COG.
Hello everybody and welcome to COG. I'm Red.
And I'm Orange.
And today we're going to be talking about what everybody is talking about because, you know, we're awesome like that. We're with the cool kids.
We're on the train.
Yep. Fall Guys.
Fall Guys.
Fall Guys is this game that if you haven't heard about it, I'm just incredibly surprised. You're probably living under a rock like fucking Patrick Star or something. But for you guys that are like Patrick Star, we'll describe it for you. What Fall Guys is it's kind of like a battle royale game mixed with
Like a game show. There's a lot in the like artwork that alludes to that you might be on a game show. And it's all that with elimination.
it's like mini games, and with every mini game, a certain amount of players are knocked off or taken out of the game.
Yeah.
So if PUBG is Battle Royale, this is like your Hunger Games because it's made for children.
I think that's fair and not even like a diss. Kids can definitely play this game. I think parents would feel okay letting their kids play this game, and it's not so serious. I would say there's almost no skill in this game. So unlike other Battle Royales where you might lose, you kind of think back, oh shit, well, maybe I should have picked up this weapon instead, or maybe I should have bought like a health kit or something. In this game, there is none of that. If you lose, it's just like, try again.
Yeah, it's more like, oh, maybe I should have ran a different way or something like that. It does seem to be aimed towards a younger crowd. If I'm right about this, there's like no in-game voice chat. So you're not going to be hearing like people say the N-word or anything like that.
What a fucking...
It's definitely made for kids, and it can be shown with the mechanics in the game too. There's like very little mechanics. You can jump, you can run, you can grab, and that's about it. The main game mode to this, in my opinion, is the mini game called Race to the Finish. It's just where you're running and then you like get to the finish line.
Oh yeah, just in general. That's like what you're gonna start out with, and you'll find yourself playing variants of that game mode all the way up until like even the final stages.
That is when I'm having the most fun, and I would say that that's one of my favorites, is I like the Race to the Finish. I do like the fake walls one. I also like Team Tail Tag, which is actually a really fun game. You're just trying to grab this tail on these other players, and it gets kind of competitive and really fun. I won in that one.
Nice.
At the very last second. It was amazing. I can't imagine how bad of a night that other guy had, but it was really fun. I like those ones. Do you have any favorites in this one?
Yeah, and there's a team-based variant just like the one that you won with. The goal is there's 3 teams, red, blue, and yellow, or green, just any 3 primary colors, you know, or secondary. And the goal is to just have the most tails on your team, and you get those by stealing from other players. So I really like that one. And then there's another one with a similar aspect, which is with eggs, except you deposit your eggs in a box. As a team, it's 3 teams, and you take those eggs out of other people's boxes, or you just like kind of guard your own eggs and just try to win. Both of these game modes have like a downside to them, but we'll get into that.
One of them being that the eggs don't crack.
Yeah, the eggs don't crack.
Very fake.
No chickens. No chickens. But that's okay. I can live with that. You don't want chicken in your egg anyway. Those are probably my 2 favorites. I'm curious then, what are your least favorite game modes?
Well, I understand the team ones can be fun. I actually don't like them that much. One of them being the egg one is not my favorite. Number 1 reason is the eggs don't crack, but also because your teammates can be really obnoxious.
Yeah, they can. They can be downright stupid. They'll just run them into the other goal.
I don't like the team ones. Some of the Race to the Finish ones, in particular the seesaw one, can suck my dick. I hate that stage. I really dislike it because you have to like get on that seesaw with everybody else or else you're fucked. And then the third one that I hate the most, and I hate this one with a fiery passion, is the memorization one. I really don't like that game.
Those are my least favorites, the memorization games. There's the perfect match or something. In that game, there's like 5 different fruits, and one of them shows up on a screen, and you have to end up on the tile that was that fruit. It's a memorization game, so that won't be displayed the whole time. So you just have to remember like the location of 5 specific tiles. And then there's another one that is also a memorization game. It's one of like those finale games we're getting close to. There's a bunch of like terracotta tiles out before you, and you walk across these tiles. Each tile you step on, it like could fall, or it could be a real tile. Mario Party actually has some game modes like that, but this one I don't like.
I like that one because I would say out of most of these games, that's the most competitive one.
I thought so for a while until I played played more and I realized you don't want to be the pioneer. It's better if all of you just stick to this platform. But what I found was I kept getting pushed off the platform. And then when I'm trying to catch up, it's like me and these other 3 guys in the back don't know where the hell the path is anymore. And so you're kind of just watching these other like pioneers just figure it out and win. And then the 3 of you are just sad.
That's not only in video games though, so it's historical. This is educational now.
Yeah,
okay?
it's real life.
You don't want to be the pioneer ever. You're gonna die first.
Yeah. Yeah, let others pave the way, I guess.
Yeah, or you can push them
Yeah.
into the other tiles, which is something I'm kind of guilty of.
Was the Oregon Trail like that? Just like pushing people, forward into death
Probably.
so that they can cross the bridge on their bodies?
They probably like invented pointy sticks at that point, right?
Yeah.
So they were just like poking their children
Cattle
to go
prods.
ahead of them. Yeah. Just like get up there.
Go.
Is there a snake up there?
We won't find the promised land if you don't go faster, damn it.
So I don't know. I actually do kind of like that one, even
That's
though
okay.
you're right. It doesn't ever really reward you for being a pioneer. Same one goes with like the fake doors game. You don't want to be the pioneer because you're just gonna hit into a fake door.
Yeah, and even if it's a real door, then the physics decides to shit on your face. It's a real door. Oh my god. You fall on your back and then everyone jumps on top of you and then you can't get up and you're in the back. So it doesn't matter if you're pioneer, get fucked. That's how I feel about this game. Oh, you did good, get fucked.
I don't know. I think that there are times when it's good, like it works with you, but there are other times where you are like rewarded for being bad at the game too.
You're always rewarded.
Yeah, for example, there are times in the race to the finish one, there's this one called the whirly gig, I think, where it like hits you. And if you can hit it just right, it'll hit you farther than everyone else.
Yeah, like you can just clear the whole stage.
Which is super stupid because you should be trying to not get hit. But I don't know. Maybe that's the meta.
Yeah, maybe it's the meta, maybe it's in the name, maybe it's Maybelline, but it's, it's Fall Guys. So like just the name implies you're going to fall down and you're going to get back up again. But
it's the Chumbawamba game.
It's the Chumbawamba game. You get knocked down. It's not that serious, but there is a lingering sense for me that I want some skill because I'm tired of getting fucked. And it's like, if I could get good, then I could probably win. But I know that that's not going to happen. It's a lottery.
You can't, Orange.
What?
This game is for children, okay?
Dude.
You are just mad that children are beating you at a video game.
Any Nintendo game is for children. Okay, not any. but like Mario Kart's for kids, man. I can kick any kid's ass at Mario Kart. You see what I'm saying? Hell, even Mario Party's for kids, bro. I could kick any kid's ass at Mario Party because I know what items I need. But in Fall Guys, there's not that.
No, you're right. You're right. I was just trying to be devil's advocate for a second.
Fuck you.
I want to beat children.
Yeah.
How dare
in
they
video
have fun.
games and video games and not.
Yeah, in Minecraft.
I want to beat children. Sorry. Get off the course.
Yeah, anyways. I would agree with you that there is a little bit more skill that should be in the game because it is kind of annoying when a lot of this is based off of luck. And you've been trying your hardest to win and then some jerk comes and grabs the crown before you. It's really irritating. Especially when we're talking about the battle royale genre, because I feel like a lot of battle royales actually do have that skill in it, because they're shooters.
When you get down to like your last 5 players and it's like, okay, now there's no outside factors here. It's the 5 of you and you guys have survived the luck. It's time for skill. And that's where it shows. Fall Guys kind of has this, although the physics and kind of the wonkiness of the game still exists. So you might just be chasing around the same guy with a tail forever and just never catch up to him for whatever reason. Or you might be playing in a lobby with a guy that's super fucking fast and he's cheating.
The cheaters, though, that's in any online game.
That is in any online game. It's surprising how quickly it happened. That's not a problem for Devolver or Fall Guys, that's just a problem in games. But it's just one of those things that, like, some games you see it and you're like, yeah, whatever, like in PUBG, it's like, okay, fine, that guy's fucking fast, but you shoot him and you kill him and he's out of the game. This guy's probably not leaving the game till the very end.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
Did you ever have fun while playing Fall Guys?
Yeah, like I had real genuine fun and laughter. Like it was a fun game when I started playing it, and it was especially fun when I was able to get into lobbies with 4 friends. That made it a lot of fun for me.
I would say that the mechanics is not what makes this game fun. It's mainly who you're playing with. Now, here's the question. Because of that, is Fall Guys a fad?
I think just from its launch to now, if this were to continue, like what we're seeing is just cosmetic updates, then yeah, it's a fad. It'll go away and it'll be replaced by something as good or better. We just need to see if it's going to get the updates and the kind of content that'll keep the game moving forward. What do you think it is?
I think that it's 100% a fad, and I have reasons for that. Number one, I started playing this game maybe 2 weeks ago when it got big. I have noticed that my lobbies are starting to get smaller already. And I'll be completely honest and say, while I do enjoy having like the company of other players during this game, and that's what makes it fun, the game itself is not fun. Like I've never been like, yeah, Fall Guys. Like when you jump, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good when you're grabbing. Like it's not the same type of feeling like with PUBG or with other battle royale games. I can just play it by myself and I could still have a fun time. With Fall Guys, it just feels clunky in my opinion. I think the mechanics need to be smoothened up a little bit.
This is kind of a weird perspective on this game. It is a lot like a battle royale. It's also a lot like Roblox. I've played a lot of game modes just like Fall Guys in Roblox, and that's kind of something that I'm like, well, Roblox is a free game, and the only difference between Roblox and Fall Guys is that this one's like a little more polished, because right now all I'm seeing is like the same type of shit I've gotten in other games, and it's not particularly fun after you've done it all. The thing with battle royales in the way that this is comparable, other battle royales have some strategy and skill to them where Fall Guys doesn't. So you might play the same map 200 300 times in Fortnite or something, but there's always a different strategy that you might deploy. You might go to a region that's popular or not. In Fall Guys, it's like there's really no strategy or way to change it up. It's kind of just do the same thing again and hope this time you make it.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that there are certain strategies that you can do, but because of how shallow the mechanics are, it's not going to have the longevity of a Fortnite.
So to tie it with my Roblox thing, I think the best decision for this game, or like even the best course, could be making this sort of like a game game, similar to like Gmod. I mean, that's a totally different beast, but at least having the opportunity to create your own lobbies or create your own like final showdowns or some kind of modding community, if it's even possible. I'm sure it is.
I agree with you. I could see it getting really out of hand though. Similar to like the Smash Brothers stage maker. Do you remember that?
That is just, I think, something that exists for fun. When we're talking about like a competitive level, everybody's just playing on the battle arenas anyways, or the battlefields. They're not playing like on the regular stages. But because this is not a competitive game, I think something like that would be okay.
If Devolver was going to do that, I think that would be a good idea for the longevity. But I think parents are going to have issues with their kids being thrown into a random stage that looks like two people having sex.
Yeah, I see what you mean, and that's a great point. Like, that's not something you want to see. I mean, this is all like a fan fiction at this point for a game.
Yeah.
But it's like there's a way of doing that. I just think that they need to maybe consistently add things. I think the game will evolve, and that will tell us if it's a fad or not. If it doesn't evolve, I think it'll be replaced by a game that is like it. That's about as far as I see it being a fad. Just like all these games, they will get forgotten.
Here's the next question. Would you recommend Fall Guys?
No, I don't think I'd recommend Fall Guys. If anybody wanted to play it, like a friend of mine, or like, hey, I'm really interested. If there was some way for me to just give them my game, then I'd recommend it. Take my game from me. But I didn't have a lot of fun, and I did not justify $20 for this game.
Yeah, and I think that that is the biggest issue with Fall Guys, is that it is $20, where other games that are bigger than this are free. And Fall Guys also has kind of the same transaction things that you would see in a free-to-play game.
Like, I'm always for this idea of like cosmetics to keep a game alive. Crash Team Racing is a full price game, and it has these cosmetics, but in its defense, there's a lot of shit. I don't think the meat of this game is there to justify its price, let alone the cosmetics that you can pay for to unlock skins and whatnot. It's not enough.
They need more mini games or more stages.
Even just different game modes. I don't think that's like too unheard of. When I see this game, I think the sky is the limit. You could have racing games, which they already have. You could have fighting games because this pushing and stuff is pretty funny. You can have huge scale team games that can be fun. They could take it anywhere. So I'm just hoping they do, because at this point it's a little stale.
In my opinion, I think that they really need to start releasing more games, like seriously, because like I've said already, I'm noticing that the lobbies are getting smaller already, and as someone who's only played the game for maybe 10 hours, I've played the same maps, same mini game over and over and over again, to the point that I just don't like it anymore. Like whenever a new game pops up, I groan and I'm like, oh, this one again, because I've already done it over and over and over again. So Devolver needs to push out more content for this game, or it's gonna die fast, in my opinion.
That's sort of what I think will carry the success of this game, but I just want to mention Devolver kind of hit it on the money right here. This is super popular for obvious reasons, and it's the change of direction for Devolver, which I'm always happy to see these guys pull out something crazy or something just like other things, because I know it's going to be a little bit better. It's just this one's weird because it's not a one and done. It's a continued work of progress multiplayer game that's going to hang this game up a lot. How can they keep all these people entertained? I hope that even in a year I can say, yeah, actually do buy this game for $20, but right now don't.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that, but I think that's all there is to talk about with Fall Guys. If you guys watching the video have anything to say about this, let us know in the comments. Let us know if you are still playing Fall Guys, because I think everybody's bought it, honestly.
Yeah, if you're still playing it, I want to know some of your favorite game modes, and I want to know specifically what you guys think would keep this game alive. What would you like to see? Like, what could make this worth it?
I'm Red.
And I'm Orange.
And we're signing out.
Bye-bye.